the workspace right here on the right side, you can actually see the base plate, which is pretty much this bit right here, like this whole floor. And you can actually just press here, you can right click and then press delete. Of course, you can press the backspace on your keyboard, but yeah, it should get rid of it, just like this right here. And what I normally do is I actually make an obby game, because when you make an obby game, you kind of get familiar with all like what to do and stuff like that, and it's super easy. If you just keep making obby games over and over, you can become really good and make even better games, like simulator games, for example. So firstly, what you can do right here is press this bit right here, the path, just like this, and it should open up like a tiny little path, and you want to make sure you are on the little home bit right here, and you can actually move it about just like this. And then there's the scale button right here, which you can actually make it bigger, and then of course there is the rotate button right here if you did want to rotate it. So firstly, what I'm going to do is make this the little spawn area. So what I'm going to do is put this a tiny bit under the spawn bit right here, which is pretty much where people will be spawning when they join your game. So let's just scale this to make it a little bit bigger, and just pretty much just make this, I don't know how big I'm going to make this. Let's just make it about, let's just put this about here. Yeah, okay, now this looks good. So firstly, you can actually make the spawn point invisible, and it will be the transparency right here. And if you just slide this bar to the top right here, it actually makes it invisible. And when you actually go to the top right here, to your spawn location, if you delete the decal, you will see that this spawn point is completely invisible. And of course, you can go ahead and press play, just to play the game to see what it actually looks like. It should spawn in perfectly fine. And yeah, so now the players will now spawn here. Of course, right here, you can go ahead and actually color it. So when you do actually press this big like platform,